There's a tectonic shift happening in our financial system, says BlackRock, around sustainability, but also it is said that crypto will transcend the financial system. But we're going to look at some facts, figures, numbers, logic. Remember, guys, they said crypto was a fraud in 2017 used for money laundering. And now in 2023, the whole narrative is shifted. Now remember, this is not financial advice. Don't make any financial moves. This is just my speculation, my opinion. So I'm going to show you the narrative. I'm going to start with the de-dollarization, and I'm going to back into cryptocurrency and BlackRock, what they're doing, the largest asset manager in the world. Pay attention. So one of the big narratives you're going to see is de-dollarization. India ties up with UAE to settle trade in rupees. Dollar decline slows as investors wait on the Fed. So we had one of the biggest dollar declines just recently. JP Morgan flagged some signs of emerging de-dollarization. Now we got to pay attention to what these companies are doing. Remember, they have Onyx, they have their own blockchain. Okay, what I'm about to show you is pay attention to what he says about the economy. Listen very closely, and then I'll break down what this means.
About $18 trillion of bonds had negative interest rates in the world. Today, 80% of the market has a 4% interest rate or higher. We haven't seen that in so long, and that's what's stimulating very large flows. We're seeing that at BlackRock, both in index and active fixed income. We have now $7 trillion in money market funds. I mean, at record level. Now, if that money is put to work, that will be an extraordinary benefit. I mean, when money is being saved in the short end, that actually is a sign of fear, okay? Because you're not putting it as actively in the economy. You're consuming less. And so the thing that I'm going to be watching for, ultimately, are we going to see some of that money in money market funds move back into equities or move it more into fixed income?
The Treasury's going to need it, Larry, because they're doing a lot of issuance back to what I just asked you about.
No question. And that is one of the concerns I have. The Treasury is going to be issuing much more in the short end. Right. And because of higher interest rates, we're going to see more defeasance of pension funds. And so the demand for the long end is going to be large.
Okay, so let me break that down. Then I'm going to show you the crypto narrative. Okay, so what he's talking about is basically we had an inverted bond yield, okay? So the longer term treasury bonds are now, the shorter term are much cheaper, or they get more interest rate, right? So it flipped the system. So it sucked the liquidity out of the banks, and the wealthy people started pulling their money out of investments and putting it into savings. Now, this is key. The tide is coming back out. My belief system is the capital markets on the back end, the stock market and crypto are going to pull back. Like the tide's going to come out. There's going to be a lot of money saved in the savings accounts. And then with crypto being the narrative, BlackRock flipping, I'm going to show you what they said 2 years ago. And now what they're doing currently, as we go into bull run in 2024, you're going to see massive adoption. Because once they have regulation, which we just got a little bit of regulatory clarity, and the institutions come in, the big money comes in. The big whales start coming in. Because once they get clarity, and once they know their money is safe in crypto, and they have somebody they can call up on the phone in a customer service line, Wells Fargo, Bank of America, your local banks are going to start custody your crypto. You're just watching a massive transition of the financial system. Pay attention. So this was 2 years ago.
John, in conversation with Central Bank Governor Mark Carney at the Council of Foreign Relations this morning, Larry Fink acknowledging that Bitcoin has caught the attention and the imagination of many people. It's still untested, pretty small relative to other markets, and he says it is seeing big giant moves every day, but it's a thin market. Can it evolve into something real, a global market? Fink said possibly.
So 2 years ago, he said possibly could go into a global market. 6 years ago, 7 years ago, in 2017, he said that Bitcoin is used for money laundering. And Jamie Dimon said, you will get fired if you're caught trading Bitcoin. I'm paraphrasing. So let's fast forward to July 14th, 2023. BlackRock has a responsibility to democratize investing, including crypto. And I'll leave you with this. Now, BlackRock legendary chief executive Larry Fink, who shocked the world when he announced, surprisingly, crypto flipped last week, he said He expects crypto to transcend traditional currencies, including the US dollar. Wow, how things have switched from cryptocurrencies of fraud to tinfoil hat to the largest asset manager in the world telling you that crypto is going to transcend the financial system and maybe the dollar. I don't know if you'd believe a guy with a beard wearing a tank top every single day sharing with you macroeconomics. Or maybe you'll believe the largest asset manager in the world. But remember, your wise counsel was your financial advisor and your tax person who told you cryptocurrency is a fraud because all they did was parrot information. That is our issue, is everybody's just parroting information. They're not doing their own research. That's exactly why we're in this situation. I'm not asking you to trust a word I say. I'm asking you to trust the feeling and vibration it creates in your body and act accordingly. So we can't deny that crypto is going to transcend the financial system and that the US dollar is in a dangerous position. So I love you guys. I appreciate you. I hope this information reaches you well. And truly, from my family's heart to yours, I love you. Warriors, rise, get your shit together. Let's go. Remember, I will never, ever proactively DM you. Those are all scammers. I'm going to do this on every video. I don't care if it messes up my videos. We do not invest people's money. There's no get rich quick. We have an education academy linked in the bio, and I'm a licensed insurance agent. I have an insurance team that teaches people index universal life infinity banking concept. There's a free consultation in our bio. So never respond to a scammer. They're actually using AI now of our voices. We will never ask you to send us money. Ever, ever, ever. Use discernment. There is no get rich quick. Love you guys very much. Talk to you soon. And all this is in my bio here on TikTok.